Howdy Tabletop RPG fans, thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Wrangle Me, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this review state topic is the Tiny Dungeon RPG. Tiny Dungeon is the second edition of the D6 based RPG. Perfect bound 5.5 by 8.5 RPG zine size. It is 207 pages long and comes in a PDF and hardbound version too. The second edition was published in 2018 by Gallant Knight Games after raising more than $62,000 on Kickstarter. The original edition was successfully kickstarted in 2016. It is designed by Alan Barr, with help from Gregory Israel and Jonathan Thompson, with cover art by Michael Leavenworth and interior artwork by Anthony Cournoyer. There are 5 sections to the table of contents, including Introduction, How to Play, Adventure Creation, Optional Rules, and Micro Settings. The Micro Settings section includes 20 fantasy game settings by a variety of contributing designers. Tiny Dungeon has spawned or inspired a large number of similar games, many by Gallant Knight Games, including Beach Patrol, Tiny Frontier, Mecha and Monsters, Tiny Gods, Tiny Gunslingers, Tiny Living Dead, Tiny Supers, and Tiny Wastelands. I'm still waiting for the Micronomicon, a compendium of magic for Tiny Dungeon 2E, which I backed on Kickstarter. How to play Tiny Dungeon. While the basic rules of Tiny Dungeon are considered rules light, the explanation of the rules is very complete, with more than enough flavor and setting to please RPG players. Tiny Dungeon uses a D6 dice pool system with 2d6 used for typical tests. A 5 or 6 on any die is a success. Tests with advantage roll 3d6, and tests with disadvantage roll 1d6. Combat rounds use nicely allotted system of actions, including attack, move, evade, focus, and test. Recovering damage is very easy. 2 hit points recovered with the action of a healer, 1 hit point for each hour that's lapsed. 6 hours of rest heals all hit points. Tests can include attacks to do damage, saves to avoid poison or other effects, and initiative rolls where you total 2d6 to determine who goes first. The magic system is unique to Tiny Dungeon. Spell readers use scrolls to cast spells. Spell touched have an unstructured system of object manipulation and spell bolts. Beast speakers can communicate and ask for assistance from any beast or animal. Healers can help a target recover 2 hit points on a successful test. Each of the 20 microsettings can have unique rules from the optional rules or something you homebrewed to match your implementation. Tiny Dungeon Character Sheet. The Tiny Dungeon character sheet includes sections for demographics and background, including homeland, family trade, and belief. As Tiny Dungeon uses a trait-based system, there is a section for skill or power-based traits as well as heritage-based traits. Sections for experience, health, weapon proficiencies, inventory, weapons, and armor are included on the sheet. This episode is brought to you by Kaboomkin, the smaller, faster, funnier RPG of cartoon fairy tale post-apocalypse mayhem. It's time to blow stuff up. Get it now at www.kaboomkin.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.